Howdy guys, today I'm going to be giving my top 10 manga authors. Now this list is subject to change due to the fact that there are still a ton of authors whose works I have yet to read. But let's get on with the countdown. First on the list is Shuzo Oshimi. Although he only has one work currently published in English, The Flowers of Evil is a fantastic series and shows his ability to create extremely tense situations and characters that feel very real. I would love to read more of his work, so I hope that more of his series get brought to the US soon. Next is Hiromu Arakawa. Her current series, The Heroic Legend of Arslan, is one that I'm very excited to read in the coming months. However, she is also the creator of the iconic series Full Metal Alchemist. This masterpiece is one of my favorite mangas and shows how talented Arakawa is. She creates a world that immerses you with a culture and history that leaps off the page, and the power of alchemy is still one of the coolest in any series out there. Coming in the number 8 slot is Satoshi Kon. A master of the anime industry, Kon actually wrote several manga before his anime career took off, and they have been published in English. Although I have only read Opus and Tropic of the Sea, I absolutely love his ability to tell stories and create a realistic world. Only having 4 works that have been translated for the West, it is truly a sad reminder that we lost a very talented writer at too young of an age. Number 7 is Inio Asano. This author has created some amazing stories, with Solanin being one of my favorites. All of his panels have a very cinematic feeling and make it seem like you're reading a movie. Although A Girl on the Shore wasn't the best in my opinion, I am still a huge supporter of Asano and can't wait till more works of his are published in English. The next author is very new, but Yoshitoki Oima has created one of the best manga series out there and is very deserving to be on this list. A Silent Voice is beautiful and captures every possible human emotion through its extremely well-written dialogue. The only reason she isn't higher on the list is that this is her first series to be published in English, and it hasn't even been fully released yet. I'm very excited to see where Oima's career goes from here. Number 5 is the author of one of my top 10 favorite series, Eiichiro Oda. This master of manga has crafted an incredible story over the 800 plus chapters of One Piece, and it is a beautiful journey. Balancing the action, comedy, and drama perfectly, Oda grabs your attention and pulls you into the vivid world he has created. Because of its great characters, amazing powers, crazy locations, and hilarious dialogue, Oda truly deserves his spot on this list. Next is a man who needs no introduction, Takehiko Inoue. Although I have only read his series Vagabond thus far, I must admit he is a highly skilled storyteller. He uses not just his abilities to create characters and make their interactions feel alive and natural, but also his amazing artistic talents to immerse you in his worlds and connect you with the story. I simply cannot wait to read more of Inoue's series in the future. Before we finish off this top 10, there are a couple of honorable mentions. The first is Akira Toriyama. Creator of the Dragon Ball franchise, he helped to shape the direction of the shonen style of manga, and Dragon Ball Z has now become one of the most recognized properties in the English anime world. The second author is Hirohiko Araki. Another legend of the manga world, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has helped to shape the manga industry, and I'm thrilled to read it as it's published in English for the first time ever. The third mention is Masashi Kishimoto, the author of the Naruto series. He has proven his talent by telling a fantastic series in 700 chapters, and I'm very excited to see him expand the universe he has created with his new prose series being released in the coming months. The fourth mention is the author One and his partner Yusuke Murata. These two have set a new standard for shonen manga with their smash hit One Punch Man, and I feel it is fair to include them in the honorable mentions for their amazing series. The final mention goes to a god in the manga realm, Osamu Tezuka. This man single-handedly turned the manga industry into what it is today, and it would be criminal to not recognize his talents even if I have yet to read many of his works. Back to the countdown with number 3, Yoshihiro Togashi. Despite his shaky art, he is able to tell truly fantastic stories and create some very well-rounded characters. Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter both have very detailed and well-constructed worlds, and set the stage for the amazing tales that take place within them. Number 2 is the dynamic duo of Tsugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata. Together, they have created 2 extremely successful series and made a reputation for themselves as being one of the best manga partnerships. Their series Bakuman details what goes into writing a successful manga series, and Death Note has spawned a huge fan base with not just its great manga, but also its amazing anime. I cannot wait to see what their next series, Platinum End, is like. Hopefully it lives up to what they have done already, because they have certainly set the bar very high. The number 1 spot goes to Naoki Urasawa. This master of storytelling truly deserves the top place because he has an amazing way of capturing the emotion of a scene as well as building tension. I feel the mark of a truly talented writer is being able to keep the reader constantly guessing what the plot twist will be, but in the end still be able to surprise them. In both 20th Century Boys and Monster, he always grabbed my attention with his intelligent dialogue and lifelike characters that seem to have a mind of their own. I hope that I'll have the opportunity to explore more of his works once they are translated into English, but for now I'll just have to settle with reading 20th Century Boys again. If you haven't checked this author out, do yourself a favor and try one of his series. I promise you won't be disappointed. That's all I have for this top 10. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.